Garrett Blevins here with my last day of week 5 on the Kingpin-RTS split. Ended up doing this on a Saturday instead of a Friday, and decided to work up to a beltless PR, kind of test where I'm at with pause squats. I didn't pause for a super long time down in the hole. What you're seeing here, I believe I did 505 for 2, and I've done 495 for 3 before. Every time I've gone this heavy on pause squats, I've used a belt, so this is the first time that I've tried beltless work with these kinds of weights. I moved up to 515 and it went pretty well. I was pretty happy with how it went and felt, so I decided to move that weight up again to 535, and it felt pretty good, and decided to go up again. You'll see the last weight that I had here, 545 for 2. I was really surprised at how well these went, especially beltless. This gives me some hope. I was a little worried about some of my squatting strength recently, and this definitely is a big increase. I haven't tried to go on heavy doubles for quite a while, and I can't really remember how hard 505 was for 2. I think that was 2 training cycles ago. That might have been about 12 weeks now or so. And so I'm feeling pretty good about this, but I'm also pretty beat up today, pretty tired, so we'll have to see how recovery goes. Conventional deadlift, this is the heaviest I've gone since I've done conventional again. I found that I need to pull the bar pretty close to my shins, a little closer than where I start with my sumo stance, to be able to pull it with any kind of speed. The first rep on this set that you saw there, I got a little out in front of myself, and so that pulled me forward. I did, I think, 4 sets at this weight, or 3 sets, and it was pretty good intensity day all in all. Barbell volume was only about 20,000 pounds, but I added in a kind of just an arm pump hypertrophy set afterwards that bumped up my overall volume. What I wanted to talk about today is the Father's heart. And Jesus tells a parable about, talks about a family. There's a father with 2 sons. But this is a story that's a parable. It explains what God the Father is like. And I was teaching this to some just real little kids today. I had a special assignment at church to teach some first grade and second grade kids. And this was the story that we had, and I was talking to them about it. And it's just a good reminder, I think, for everybody that when the son that had decided to go waste all of his inheritance with wild living out in a far country, when he comes to his senses and comes back, he repents in a spirit of humility and comes back to his father just wanting to be one of the servants. But his father refuses this request. Instead, he puts the best robe on him, he gives him a ring on his hand and shoes for his feet, and he welcomes him back into the family as a full son, instead of just, some sort of servant or slave. And this is a picture of what God the Father wants for us. This is what Christians believe God is like. A lot of times they don't act like it. I guess some people maybe don't think this, but it's certainly the way I believe that God is, that God wants us to be in relationship with Him. God wants us to make the right choices and the right decisions. And, when we come to see God, my pastor growing up, he'd always say, when you come and you tell God you're sorry, He doesn't backhand you. He's ready to embrace you and give you a hug. God wants us to be in relationship with Him. He's not mad at us. He's not angry at us. He just wants us to do what's right. And we have a loving Father as Christians. So I wanted to share that today. Blessings.